My poor 15-year-old laptop probably couldn't handle it.
Yeah. So, this is the beginning of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. It's a very interesting looking adventure, and I plan on running through and hopefully having some fun with you guys here. It's opening up a couple tabs I need open. Definitely that one.
Oh,
So, I'm live. I'll kick this down. Open this up.
I'm gonna mute my Discord so it doesn't beep beep on me.
It's a nice thing about live streaming, it auto mutes that.
Nice.
Uh, so, as we open, there's a bit of text to read to you. Icewind Dale has been trapped in a perpetual winter. Ferocious blizzards make the mountain pass through the spine of the world exceedingly treacherous, and this land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears above the mountains, not even in what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. Most Dale residents blame again, and this is why I have the pronunciation guide up. Ariel, the Frost Maiden, the god of winter's wrath. The shimmering aurora that weaves across the sky each night is said to be her doing, a potent spell that keeps the sun at bay. Dale folk live in a scattering of settlements known as 10 towns. The drop off in caravans coming from the south and travel between settlements in this never ending winter has left everybody feeling isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the Frost Maiden with sacrifices of one kind or another, no respite from the winter's fury seems forthcoming. For adventurers such as yourselves, Ten Town is a place to test one's mettle, and in the spirit of heroes who have come before, leave one's mark on this frigid, blighted land. Ah. So, that is the story as it has been, but our story starts a little bit into this. The scene starts with a slight flurry of snow. It's probably about a little bit before dusk. We see a man slinking slowly in the snow, looking at tracks as he goes along, slightly ahead of his fellows, his party. Theo, would you like to describe yourself?
Well, yes, I would. So what you guys would see is a younger human. I don't know if you guys actually see the token itself. Uh, very naive look to him, but very well you can see at first glance very acclimated to the cold weather. Not much is like most humans. There's no unique features to him. Um, that's about all really there is to him. Nothing outstanding to him. He's just hasn't really left town, so there's no like battle scars or anything on him. Just fresh to this world, fresh to adventuring.
Okay. We see him, like I say, slinking through and checking for tracks, and the camera pans a little bit, and we see his prey ahead of him, grazing in a small, not quite frozen over part of the ground. We see a pack of reindeer. It seems like he is hunting them, or the party is hunting them. From the reindeer, we pan back over him and to the party, and we see each of the rest of you slowly following him. He is, like he said, acclimated to the cold and a well-versed hunter. So I'm going to go through each of you and see what you guys all look like. So
Okay.
let's start with you, White Fang.
All right. White Fang is a white dragonborn. Um, you see that he wears just a simple vest and martial arts pants. I think they're called hakamas, and wooden sandals. He doesn't seem bothered by the cold, as white dragonborn are resistant to it. Um, Carried on his hip is a gourd of alcohol. I don't know if anyone would know what was in it. Don't know how long we've been traveling together. Uh, Unlike the picture, though, his horns aren't broken. But other than that, he looks exactly like the picture.
Okay. Next to him, we see another scarily underdressed man, hulking Goliath. Neon, would you like to describe yourself? This is
Well, he's a very burly, tall gentleman with the darker blue skin. He dresses shallower so he can move more easily. Is that about all I need to explain, or
it's whatever you want to. For those
that's just some
watching,
feedback
this is
about?
his first D&D game, so other things you can describe about your character is he is 6 foot, like 7'6".
Oh, there's that sheet. I
Yeah,
can see it now.
he is
Perfect gray
decently,
skin.
yeah, gray eyes, a little bit grayish blue skin. He is fairly big. What weapon does he carry, or is on his
He
back?
carries a great sword.
Very, very cool. And we have two others in our party. They are Iraq. Would you like to
Yeah,
describe yourself?
that's you pronounced it correct. It's Iraq. I'm like 5'9". I look very Robin-esque. I'm a very well dressed Kenku, and I keep to myself and don't. I'm not. I'm very underspoken, rather than being out loud and oppressive like a lot of the others.
Very.
I do not carry a weapon, and I carry a light crossbow. That's a lie, and daggers, but I
You're
don't
strapped
carry
to
a
the
true.
teeth, but you don't look like a martial fighter.
Exactly. That's I'm not carrying some giant axe or anything. I'm just well dressed and try to remain calm.
Very
I
cool.
give off vibes of being a sketchy person.
I mean, true to life. And Gavin, aka he who has no name, would you like to describe your character?
I will be horrible at it, but yes. So my character is very cloak and dagger, very pale looking. Also looks like he is very accustomed to the cold. Strapped to the teeth with knives and swords as well, with a tiny rodent that just sits on my shoulder. And I think I'm about 5'3", 5'5".
Very interesting, very interesting. So, as we come up on the reindeer, being led by Theo, our brave hunter, I would like each of you to. There's a reindeer in the pack, there's 5 of them. I would like each of you to describe how you are hunting the reindeer. This is almost like a way to showcase your character. If you use anything, and this is an idea of mine, if you use anything like a spell or ammo, it won't count against you for this particular show of power. So, how do we hunt these reindeer?
Well, since I'm in the lead, I would most likely get the first hit once I see that my comrades have got to a more advantageous position, so that way we do not spook these reindeer. I would, as I'm slowly creeping up, trying not to spook them. As I move closer, my form gets lower and lower to the ground, almost like a crawl. As I come up close, getting next to one of the larger trees, being able to hide my body, I wait for the one in the pack to separate as I slowly pull back my longbow and wait for the right shot to be taken. As I loose my arrow at them, that is a clean shot and the reindeer falls.
Very, very cool. Next in order of me describing, Right Fang, how do you hunt a reindeer?
Well, White Fang isn't exactly the stealthiest of the bunch. But he is proficient in it. He'll try and get as close as possible and grapple the reindeer down to the ground.
Very. Is there a way you subdue it? Maybe.
Oh, yeah. By controlling its horns and its head, White Fang would hope to toss it to the ground and keep it pinned using his large weight and superior size.
And do you just quickly like jerk it to end its life as quick and painless as possible?
Oh, yes. Of course, once it's on the ground, I end its life as quickly and painlessly as possible.
Very cool. Very cool. Next in description are other great sword wielding maniac. Neon, how do you hunt a reindeer?
Attempt to get as close as possible to and make a clean strike with my large greatsword.
And where would you strike with your greatsword? How would somebody?
Towards the neck.
So you cleave through as cleanly as possible, probably right under the back horns, and very cleanly sever the spine before it even feels you, bringing it
Yes.
down. Very cool. Iraq, how would you take down your reindeer?
I'm going to try sleep.
So you cast a spell. How does it look coming from you? Like, is there any sorcerers have innate magic? How does your magic manifest itself?
Oh, it's my eyes. My eyes with their bright yellowness.
So your eyes like glow a
That's-
bright yellow.
Yes.
So we see Iraq's eyes glow a very ominous, almost sickly yellow. As how does the spell manifest from you? Does anything happen from you, or is it just the animal falls over?
Oh, no, it goes to sleep very natural.
So nothing actually comes from you. It's almost like it feels tired, so it lays down.
Exactly. And that allows me to walk up and peacefully end it without fight or wasted energy.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And last but not least, forgot the name. How do you hunt your reindeer?
I would be hopping from the tree branches one by one to where I can get to the last one in the group, wait till it's lone, and then when it is, just jump out of the tree with both swords in my hand and just slice its head off.
Oh, not more violent than most of the others, but I really dig it. That's very interesting way. Very much leap of
Mine
faith
was
is
pretty
that.
violent.
Yeah, but you're also meant to be as a barbarian. You're not meant to be, but can be accepted to be. But yeah, as you all take down your reindeer, we almost have a ripple effect on the camera of the scene as we move back to you guys accepting this job. We see a tavern ahead of you. Like, we see a tavern. You are all among the patrons of the tavern, sitting down, enjoying a beer, ale, any of such. Whatever you feel like you would be doing sitting in a tavern. It's a decently upkept tavern, though there are broken furniture every once in a while. Maybe a chair has a leg that is clearly mended, as if this is a very rowdy place, or not the best crowd will be here. Probably why some of you are here. And it is during whatever meal or drink you guys are having that each of you, whether individually or together, however you guys choose to sit, like from past experiences, approached by the barkeep. You, all of you guys who have come to in this city would know him. His name is Scramsax, and he is asking if you would be interested in doing a job for him. The meats that he had stored just aren't lasting as long as he would like, and he would like you all to go out and procure more reindeer for him so that he can keep the customers happy.
I'd like to think that I was trying to sit next to a rock, even though he's ignoring me. Huh?
Oh, my phone went off. My bad.
Oh, no problem.
It's cool.
So you're sitting there, maybe trying to strike up a conversation with a Kenku who seems to be, like he said, inward
Literally
spoken.
ignoring me.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else anybody would be doing in the end? Like, this is either right when you guys met or before you guys really knew each other.
So Theo Theo would be sitting at the bar, couple tankards back, really hard to resist that temptation. And as soon as he hears a hunt, turns around, drink in hand, slams it on the bar, is like, "I'm ready to go."
Very, very, very cool. Very. What about the others, like a Rock and Neon and forgot the
No,
name?
well, it's like I imagine White Fang would convince me to do it more than anything.
Come on, you need to get out more.
Like, what else are you doing?
It's money.
There is a promise of a reward after it too. So, what about
Just
forgot?
stares
A
Just stares blankly with his huge yellow eyes.
This is stare back, no voice coming back, and all you get is, all right.
What about Neon and Forgotten? What would you guys be doing?
I would be in the corner, like playing with my rodent in my one hand, and I'll just like overhear everything. Like, I could use some coin. I'm broke, so I just blatantly decide to just join up.
Ain't that the truth?
I mean, that's how all great adventures start. And Neon, would you be doing anything particular?
I would imagine Neon would be half sheets to the wind and ready to go with anything. He'd be pretty drunk by now.
Ah, So another one
So
like
you're saying
Theo.
you agreed to this without
Yeah.
being of clear and
That
appropriate mind.
again, like all great adventures start. So
Right, so the only sober people would be Forgotten Name and Arak then.
it,
I mean,
it,
I wouldn't be sober, but I wouldn't be drunky. I'd still be definitely in control of myself.
oh boy,
Oh boy.
when the mind's
Yeah,
clear, who
yeah,
are
man.
you people?
Well, the night is not late enough for me to be drunk.
Yes, but it's hard to resist that temptation to
I
get
like
there.
to think he says that with another tankard.
And it's with the agreement to do the job from all of you that we kind of ripple back to the current scene. And it's probably right after, and I imagine, and feel free to correct me, it's most likely mostly Theo cleaning them up from experience, though he's probably,
Oh,
anybody could probably
I'd be
help
fine
him.
with that. I'd be fine with that. White Fang has no experience deconstructing animals, so he can go at it.
Yes. Deconstructing. That's what you call it.
Hey, I thought the same thing. I just helped. But yeah, it's very, like I said, very drawn quartering it, like cleaning it, making sure nothing goes bad, and getting it in pack in like sizable chunks so that the two heavyweights can carry it. Because
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
all for
know if you
carrying it.
guys have seen reindeer, but they are huge. But I'm sure most of it is not the best to eat.
Yeah,
So
the easiest thing that I would recommend for us to do, guys, is to make a sled for you guys to pull it. That's a lot of food, a lot of meat, and I would hate to leave the hides and the antlers as well. So if we
Oh well,
could
there's
pull
plenty
it,
of trees around.
right? So I think if we could fashion ourselves a nice little sled for us to pull back, we might even get a little bit more bringing back the hides and the antlers as well, due to the fact that everyone here seemed to be doing rather efficiently and everything's really good condition.
I like to think that was said right before we started carving them up.
everything looks in good condition. Hack, hack, hack. Uh,
I'm sure they won't notice.
nah.
but
Let's see here. How could I help with that?
But see, the thing, this is what my character has done for a living from a young age, so he would know how the
Well,
best way to do it.
Oh well. If you need me to just break some wood, I can do that.
Yeah, if you guys want to get some, we need a couple pieces of wood, varying lengths, and we'll make a nice little makeshift sled.
All right.
so you
Look
guys,
over at Neo. Looks like we're doing this mostly.
As he takes out the large greatsword and starts whacking at a tree.
I proceed to Minecraft this and punch a tree.
I mean, you're a monk. I'm not gonna say you can't. It probably hurt you like in real life, but no, I don't see a point in like making you roll for any of this. Like you guys are making by getting, you guys are picking the correct trees. Maybe Theo's points them out to you because, like you said, he has done this for a time being.
Oh yeah.
But throughout time, you guys get at least enough wood down that you can fashion some kind of sled or some kind of pole that like make shift sled to where you can drag the meat back. But
Something we could attach to reindeer too.
exactly.
Yeah, basically, yeah. What we're looking to make is it would have the sides would be, it wouldn't be a complete sled. What it would be is it would be like an angle, someone pulling it, and would be able to strap the hides, the meat, and the antlers down on it. So it would
Yeah.
be dragging it. It's not an actual sled, but
Yeah, and by the time this makeshift sled is made, it's starting to get a little bit more dark. It's slightly before dusk when you guys actually found and hunted the creatures, but with the cleaning and the sled building, it's definitely becoming darker. Knowing what you guys know about the journey here, it might not be the best way to go in the dark back to town. It might be easier to find a camp.
Yeah, my night vision is not the greatest.
Well,
Mine is.
that makes two of us.
We all can't have giant yellow eyes, Rock.
And now I just imagine like a robot, robot Kenku that just had flashlights for eyes. But yes. So, what's the plan then?
The only problem is, well, is it a cold night right currently, or is it
every night is a
Extra
cold
cold.
night?
Yeah, how I guess I should say, is it a colder than typical night, or is it a same cold, or the meat's not going to go bad if it sits out for a night? Is what I'm.
No, it definitely
Okay.
won't. It's cold enough that one, all of you who don't have cold resist, you for sure have to have your cold winter clothing on. Like
Oh,
it
jeez.
is not something like you are bundled up. It is.
Alright.
It's a rough night then.
Well, no, that's
Yep.
every night in Town in Icewind Dale. Not being in being outside ever since the Frostmaiden has started this perpetual winter. It's hard to do anything. Like I said, it is like Alaska, you need to be bundled up when you go outside.
I leave it up to our local hunter.
Well, I think
Can
we could.
we make it back?
Well, I don't know. Let me do a survival check to see if I would feel like we can make it back.
I liked it. That intense moment. Will we be able to make it back tonight? I don't know.
Oh, I have my sounds going through my speakers. Stop that. You remember the time it took to get here, and you probably don't.
Ooh.
It probably smarter to
All right. Well, then I feel like it might be in our best interest to hunker down for the night. It does have the tendency to get a lot colder as the night goes darker.
Oh, well, I'll start the fire.
All right. I'll help. Well, I will go around and get the kindling and help as much as I can. And I
Got
think we
some
can have a.
tinderboxes in my bag.
Yeah, I think we can have a good feast. I don't think he's gonna notice a little bit of meat gone.
Guy's got a decent haul.
Well, we got some stuff in our packs too. We don't necessarily have to eat the bounty.
Oh, but he didn't say it was by weight.
That is true. And we're bringing the whole carcass back, so.
Right, and it's. Have you had fresh reindeer?
Plus, he did say it's for the people. Technically speaking, we are the people.
I've actually
some
had
of
moose
you.
before. IRL.
Some of you are counted as people.
As
IRL,
that might is
IRL,
pretty good.
To assist. I mean, I'm reasonably self-contained, but as I try to do what I can for the group as I can.
Is there snow on the ground?
Oh,
Decent
for
amount of
sure.
snow?
For sure.
Okay. While they are making the fire, I would like to dig how deep would you say the snow is? If you had to just guess, if you would put a number to it.
At least 8 inches.
Okay, so not as deep as I was thinking. I was thinking it was a couple feet. Okay, never mind then.
Like
I'll dig
it's
out a
very
little bit of an area
packed.
for the. All right, so I dig out an
Oh.
area for the fire to sit, and then try to mound up some of the snow away from us, and kind of make it a way to break the wind. So that it's not we can hunker down underneath these mounds to lessen the impact of the environment on us.
Okay, and I
And
actually have a little camp set up here for you.
and
Cool.
once I have 4 of those made, I would like to pull out my tent and put my tent up.
I think I have a tent too. I'm not sure though. Let me check.
So who's broke backing?
It is the 2-person tent. Are you off for it? I'm not saying that we have to do anything. It is a
I'm
2-person
I'm
tent.
just saying that there are 4 tents and 5 of us.
Well, one has to be on guard.
Well-
Well, if you want a guard.
Well, I
I
can
did-
sleep outside. I
volunteer
mean,
guard.
it's fine.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to make mounds for anyone that didn't have a tent or anything like that, so you were out of the element a little bit, and then I would put my tent up. So I would be, because that's what I was sleeping is my 2-person
Yeah.
tent. And
I'll stay outside. I can handle the cold.
if anybody would like to, there is room in here for another.
So how are we doing this? Is somebody watching? Is all of you guys going to sleep?
I think I'd do this in shifts would be our best option.
Yeah, I agree.
I
So
could go first.
I was about to ask that.
Sure, I'll take the next shift up. I'll stay up with him, stay up with White Fang, and then after his shift, I'll stay up a little bit longer too. And then I'll hit the hay afterwards. So someone else can use my tent if they'd like to stay out of the elements as well.
And Nick, you might want to
that's
turn
okay.
off the vibration of your phone.
So,
Just for now. Just silence it. But that sounds like a plan. So everybody gets ready to at least rest a little bit tonight. Try to keep warm those who need to. As White Fang takes the first watch.
Is the screen supposed to be black?
No, you should be seeing something. You might need to refresh.
Well, mine is black as well.
I see.
Oh, like what? Refresh roll 20?
Here, that or let me. Oh, I see.
Can you still hear me? Okay. No, I see what we're supposed to be seeing.
You do, Kelly?
I do not even see our tokens.
Yeah, I'm fixing that. I removed some of you because I believe some of you did not have vision like you were supposed to. And I fixed that.
Oh, is that why everything's black?
I mean, that might be a reason. I am
I think
neither.
black with
That
icon.
could be why I see what I need to see.
Yeah, I am not a professional at anything. I state that right now. Has.
Yes, he is. Blame him for failure.
Boom.
We'll do that later.
Yep, now I can
True
see.
procrastinator.
Oh, there it is. There's everybody. Ah,
Okay,
jeez, my
well, yeah.
vision range is pitiful.
This is the default. I am.
It's probably gonna get cut in half because it's dark.
Actually, no, this is just the default vision range without dark vision. Cause you don't have it. You don't emit light.
But I'm
So
gonna
yeah.
use I'm gonna use an old trick though. I'm gonna look away from the fire so I don't ruin what little night vision I have.
Oh yeah, I see what vision you have. That's.
So
It's,
is everyone else going to bed?
I'm going to stay awake and help out with first watch.
All right, because I'm taking second watch, and I'm not necessarily tired, so I'm not gonna go to bed until after my watch.
All right.
who's watching with me?
I'm
Rio?
gonna be up.
I will try to
Uh,
concentrate now to be.
So that's Theo who's with me.
Theo
Yes,
and I
correct.
believe Forgotten are both up.
Nice.
Sorry, Mike. Could you repeat that? I couldn't. hear you.
I said I believe Theo and Forgotten are both up with White Fang to have the first watch. Like
Does? Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Does anybody here not have a tent? Since I am not currently using mine. Sorry, I should be saying this mine. Does anyone here not have a tent? If not, you are more than welcome to use mine.
Oh, I don't have one, but the cold doesn't bother me.
Alright. You are lucky. It does very much chill me to my bones. And I
Oh,
will
yes.
pull out my blanket to keep me a little bit warmer.
Is it a special blanket or just a general?
No, it's just a wool blanket, a little bit warmer. It's just a little bit warmer of a blanket. Nothing. It's not like hide or anything like
Okay.
that.
I
It's just
was
a nice,
just,
easy stowaway wool blanket.
yeah, I was just curious. That's all. But yes, as the night starts going on, an hour or two passes, and White Fang doesn't see anything, though. And I would like a perception check from White Fang.
Oh, okay.
I'm not just deciding what you do and do not.
No, it's totally fine. I know Dragonborn are blind in the dark.
Yeah, but at
Oh.
least the fire is helping you see.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here.
Ooh,
Oh,
I don't know.
And
Yeah,
I don't
first
want to.
crit of the night.
yeah. But like your first real roll too.
Yeah,
It's all downhill from here. Go ahead, Coy.
it is.
Since I am up with him, my passive is a 21.
I think he beat you out.
Well, yeah, I was just letting you know. I know you
Yeah,
had him
no.
roll, but I was wanting to inform you that.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what happened.
you might have noticed before him, but he definitely picked up. Like, you might have heard in the distance something that put you on unease because of your hunter instincts. You might have heard a wolf or two howl at the moon. Why White Fang off in the distance, maybe tree lines or like off a little bit into the distance, might have seen movement.
Oh, which direction since we're using a map?
Let's see. Generally, when you look around, you get the feeling of several areas.
Oh, boy.
So there's probably more than one.
I'm too sober for this.
They look with your great perception though. You probably caught them before they closed in, so you do have a moment.
Ah, shoot. Do I wake up everybody or let them sleep? Probably should wake everyone up.
Now,
Since we didn't use anything.
ruling rise. Technically, long rests can be interrupted with under an hour worth of strenuous activity and still count, even if you did have to
Oh.
rest. As
I
long
did
as
not know that.
as long as you get back to the rest, it still counts.
Would my
Oh,
passive
okay.
see this as well, or
As you're moving in, probably like as you're getting
Okay.
closer. Basically, with that great perception of his, he caught him as they were moving in, so he has that little bit of reaction.
okay?
So I could wake up our two companions.
Like you wouldn't be surprised, but he gets the advantage on it.
Okay. I just want to know where my character was standing in that situation.
Oh yeah, no problem. So what did you say, right thing?
Oh, I was gonna rouse our companions.
That-
Whoops.
Don't worry, that will happen.
Fire.
Wake
Fire
up
bolt
and
to the sky.
But no, so you roused the two who were sleeping. That would be Neon and Iraq. So
Yeah.
you guys, whatever wonderful dream or maybe dreamless sleep you were having, you get awoke by White Fang in his white dragon face, probably right above you, shaking you like, wake up, something's coming.
Wake up. All Might. Slap. Wake up.
That was the same thought I had. All Might.
With those 1d6 damage, you're just slapping him in the face to wake him up.
So, and as
Get
you,
that straight, Kellerock. We're not doing that.
as you awaken them, you see, as you stand up, something's here on the edges of your vision. you see circling you some wolves, probably lured by the smell of a fresh kill. And
Take this into account.
I'm going to need initiative. Now, for those who are not used to Roll20, before you push initiative, click your token.
Click your token.
Like, highlight your token. Because what it does is it tells the turn initiative to auto-add that token with that initiative.
Oh.
Wait, where's it at?
Okay.
So, click your token on the map,
Okay.
and then on your character sheet, click the initiative name.
What the?
Okay, so somebody else found the DM auto-crit button, and I'm not appreciative of it.
Hey, this is y'all game.
I know. That's supposed to be my button.
Could you put me as the 9.19? I have advantage. I chose advantage for the initiative, but it didn't roll it at advantage. That's why I rolled it twice.
Oh,
Because-
there's a special option I have to put on yours for that.
Oh, okay.
So I can check that, but I can change that to 9.19.
Yeah.
Okay.
whoops.
You accidentally pushed it 3 times. I'll change it. Okay, so do you have your characters highlighted?
I have mine.
Yeah.
So when you do that, Nick, on your character sheet, you'll see it says initiative. So if you look at your character sheet, right above your health, there's a 2.14 and initiative, the name. You click the name there.
I'm still looking for the health icon one.
It's the center of your screen, the health, right under where it says
I see a
advantage.
moment flash.
So you see the 15 in the center of your screen?
Yes.
Go up from there. It should have a red highlight at the bottom of that box.
It's the square box, and it will say initiative. If you highlight the initiative,
You
and
can click it.
then it will roll for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
And okay, so I just need to, and I will group
Thank you.
initiative them because
Yay.
that makes sense to me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but
Because I screwed up on accident by clicking it 3 times, should I just...
I already changed it to the 15.
Alright, so will this turn order thing, oh, you're sorting it out, got you.
Yeah, I when I have everybody in there, it sorts out. So, yes.
Can anybody else see those, or am I the only one with dark vision enough?
I don't see anything on my map, my friend.
So
Yeah.
this really with no dark vision. I'm gonna give. I can edit this real quick, but basically, and I think I will because it's fairly easy to do. Let me do random icon. Freebies, blah, blah, just grab something, boom. You could be right there, figure. Okay.
Since speed is a free action, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that there's 2 northwest, 2 west, and 2 south.
Okay, that should be that. Object and token screen. And if I change this to dynamic lighting, everybody should see.
Oh, oh, jeez.
You should see
So the
stuff now, right?
The campfire expanded things.
Yeah,
see.
I set it up to where the campfire should show off light now. So if I hit
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I see we are surrounded.
Yeah, you should see the bright light for 20 and then dim light for 20 from the campfire, just the same as the torch.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's why I really do. Why am I 2 GM? What? You guys didn't see the initiative, did you?
No.
Mm-mm.
Why? Why?
I'm seeing code, but I'm not seeing, like, the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't always whisper roll. Whisper toggle. Don't do that. Okay. So they did roll an 18, so they should be right. You should see them with that 18.
Oh, now I see them.
But for some reason it was set to auto roll whisper rolls, and that's stupid. I like my rolls being open. Anyways, top of the order, right thing. As you rouse everybody, you probably hear or see them as they are approaching you.
As they approach the edge of the campfire light.
Yeah. You probably see those yellow eyes just in the darkness.
Why does everything have creepy yellow eyes?
Because that's how wolf eyes work.
I know. I'm just raking on our.
I know. Hey, he can have creepy yellow eyes. Probably lies too, but that's besides the point.
Do we move the? They're huge, and you put a reindeer to sleep by looking at it. Do we do diagonal movement? Or is the movement automatically?
It's auto-calculated, and I don't do extra movement for diagonals because I think that's stupid and that's an optional rule. Just adds more math, and nobody likes more math.
Cause can I reach that wolf on
if
the
you
left?
pick up your character, and then right-click, you'll see where it put, and every time you right-click, you put a stop on the ground. So you can do that to do angle, side, everything.
Wait, so how many feet is 1 square?
5 feet.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. How'd you do that?
Oh, that is the ruler tool on the left-hand side. It's the circle with a little stick in it.
On the left hand, the ruler tool. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you hit show to others, that's how you saw mine. So as you're going, if you right click,
oh, I didn't know you could hide it from others.
Yeah, you can hide your.
That's a new option. I like that.
But if you right click as you go, you can see like where your character would turn and change directions.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I just don't. I don't play.
No, you're perfectly fine. This is new for online for at least like 3 of you guys. I know Corey here is in my regular game.
And if it's
shoot, I can actually make that.
Yeah, no, I tried not to put them too far away from you guys, like where you guys edge of bright light area.
If you've hidden them, you can actually see there's a little icon next to the measurement telling you that you guys can't see it.
But I can see all of them because I'm the GM.
So
yeah.
You see that, or you saw that icon too?
I see the icon next to you, right? I believe because yours was purple. So
yeah,
you move up to the wolf.
Yes.
And now you regret life choices.
No. I know. Didn't see that wolf down there. Of course I didn't. I don't have dark vision. Let's start with some martial arts, some palm strikes, if you would.
Okay. Let's see.
Some tipsy sway.
A 16. Let me see, because I was an idiot and closed the sheet. 16 does hit.
And with my bonus action from martial artists, I shall now kick the wolf with a straight down axe kick. Let's see how that does.
It still hits.
Nice.
And with that, you probably right behind the back, and you probably hear a snap as the wolf goes limp.
Damn.
Nice. And then I see the other one, and I'm like, damn it, I thought there was only one.
And that is your turn. So,
It's
the wolf's turn.
Oh boy, I'm gonna definitely get one on
me. Did I accidentally?
I can see you moving the token.
Yeah, I specifically I love doing that because I can set it up to where the token moves. Like for me, it just gets drag dropped, but
yeah, we can see the distances they move. That's really neat.
There's a lot of really cool things you can do with Roll20, and I'm glad you guys have joined me for this adventure.
No, just the last time I used Roll20 was many, many years ago.
Yeah, and they've updated a whole bunch. So, certain people. Let's start with Bright Fang. You're going to get a wolf on you. It's going to try to bite you.
Most definitely. 100%.
14.
Match make.
Yep. So biting. You take 6 piercing damage. So for
Sweet.
everybody, if you click your token, you'll see the green square there. And if you click the green square and hit minus, and then the number you take, it does the math for you.
Sweet Jesus. Alright, don't say. Enter to save. Wait. Could have swore I pressed enter to save. Minus 6. Enter.
Yep. And as you can see that.
Ah!
And then I do need a strength save.
Oh, I'll pass that with flying colors. I hope. Watch, I used up all my crits. I mean... Oh, yeah, guess what, guys? I'm dead.
You're prone. So, next up is this wolf here above Neon. So this wolf is going to try to bite Neon.
How do I set the hit points and stuff?
So, first I'm
Right.
going to see if I can hit you, which I'm pretty sure I do. So, when you click on yourself, Nick, you see the green box up there? That pops above your token? It's a circle,
Yeah.
sorry, not a box. So, when I do damage, 8 piercing, you click that box and you hit minus 8.
Like the circle 15.
Yeah, you click in there, it should come up with a blue highlight. You hit minus 8. And hit enter.
8. Enter.
Okay. And I need a strength save. So on your sheet, if we bring it up, on the left, you'll see under where it says public with the red, if you go straight down, there's strength. It's the top next to a 6. Go ahead and click that.
Public, it's in spring.
Below that, it should say it says strength. It's next to a blue check mark.
Oh, I see it. I clicked on it.
You made it with the 11, so you succeed. You're not knocked prone. This one is going to try to bite a buddy here, Arak. And 8 does not hit you, correct?
I'm sorry.
I believe I said 11 is your AC? Yep. It misses. This one runs up on Theo and tries to bite him. 11.
That will not hit me.
And the last one will try to bite Forgotten.
Okay.
17.
It hits.
Okay, so it's going to roll damage. 8.
Oof.
They only... I might not roll great on number rise, but I roll great on damage. Now, I also need a strength save.
Okay. So,
You pass.
sweet.
Okay, and that's the wolf's turn. Forgotten, it is your turn.
Okay. So I have a movement speed of 30. Could I jump
Yes.
over the wolf and then hit it with my sword?
You can, yes, because of your special abilities.
Okay.
You can do like a little flying leap over it and probably attack it as you go.
All right. So what would I roll then? 1d6.
You should have it on your token. If you go into your sheet, should be above your like below your health and whatnot. It should be your short sword or your rapier, whichever one you're attacking with.
Click on the information.
I will go with the short sword, which has +3 piercing. So it'd be 1d6.
Rapier has the piercing on it?
No, short sword.
Oh, I thought short sword was slashing. That's weird.
It says piercing on mine.
Now I will tell you. No, you're correct. The rapier does the same. You have two things. One, you actually have to click the weapon name to roll, and it will auto roll that stuff. Two, the rapier is the same thing, just possible for more damage. That's up to you though. But you click on the weapon name, and it rolls it in chat for you.
Got it. So. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So maybe you can describe what happens. Maybe snow gets in your eye, or maybe you misjudged the swing as you went over, but for some reason you miss.
Oof. So I guess I just miscalculate the jump and just barely miss it by
Yes.
just like a hair.
So that is your turn, Iraq.
I guess I'm just gonna do this.
And that is Thunderclap. Now that is. Is that an area of effect or?
Yeah, it's can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range, or the range is 5 feet. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that.
So there should be the two of them.
And Theo.
Oh yeah, and Theo, but
Well, he made his save.
Yeah.
So I take half damage, so I take 1.
Actually, it's a
No damage.
cantrip, so
Okay.
no. And the wolves, I need 2 cons. 1 and 2. Both fail,
Ooh.
so they take that damage.
Nice. Very nice.
Is there anything else you would like to do, or is that your whole turn? Leave it right now, that's your whole turn?
yeah, no. I was thinking about disengaging, but there's no point in doing it.
That takes your action, which you used on that spell.
Well, that's why there's no point in doing it anyway. So
Theo.
I will take a swing with my short sword.
Go ahead. You hit for 6 piercing.
And then
Okay.
I have an offhand short sword, so I'll use my bonus action to attack with that.
Go ahead. You miss, unfortunately.
Alright. And then I will stand my ground.
Okay. Now, this is an exciting moment because this is the first combat for Neon here. Now,
Oh boy.
as a heads up as a barbarian, Nick, because this is your first D&D, I'm not going to short choke you, and I'm not going to play a character for you. You can rage, which is a good idea for barbarians, because you take half damage.
And you add damage.
And you add damage. So,
do I just have to say rage in it?
it uses your bonus action, which you're not going to use for anything else right now. So you just have to tell me you rage, and then I'll tick that little box there on your sheet. So now you are raging. Now you can attack these wolves next to you if you want. Or when there's a couple people who are hurt and need help, you can walk over to try to help them if you wanted.
Could I
but
attack the wolf to my right and then attempt to attack the one on...
You only, at level 1, you only have 1 attack. So you have to choose wisely.
And the reason why me and the ranger have extra attacks is because he's doing 2-weapon fighting, and I have a skill called martial arts.
Yeah, they have very specific character stuff. You don't have 2 attacks, but trust me, your 1 attack will probably do 2 attacks worth of damage for them. Or you will roll badly, and then you might die. But that's besides the point.
That's D&D.
Yep.
You got this.
I would like
Yeah, I
to
believe.
attempt to attack the one on my right.
Now, this is something all of you guys can do. If you hold click like you see Corey doing, you have a ping. So if I ever ask what person you're attacking, you can hold click on them and you can ping them.
Oh, okay.
So
This
that
makes the theater of the mind stuff look silly.
well, no, because Theater of Mind has a place too. Some stuff you just cannot viably show on Roll20. I actually have
yeah.
a map upload size. So there is a
Oh.
point to where I cannot show you. But, and this is one you want to attack, correct, Nick? Neon? The one to your right.
yeah.
Okay. So what you want to do is on your sheet, you'll see great. Now, you have a choice to make. You have your Great Weapon Master, which you subtract 5 from your attack. That's the second option there, the GWM Greatsword. You have less likelihood to hit, but you do a lot more damage. Or you can go for the guaranteed damage, well, a lot better chance damage of the regular Greatsword. You just click one and it would go away with the damage.
And do I click that on my character sheet?
Yes. It's under your health. You go down a little bit, you'll see Greatsword.
Yeah, great sword, and then GWM.
Greatsword. The GWM is harder to hit but does more damage, or the other one is easier to hit but does less damage. You probably won't need that more damage right this second, but that's up to you. You could guarantee a one shot, or you could guarantee hitting, or give a better odd of hitting. Okay, you hit, and you kill it.
You hit and you murk it.
How do you do it?
Yeah. How do you kill that wolf?
I strike for the base of the skull and cleave its head clean off.
Okay. Very graphic, very glory. Now, we transition from you over back fighting fist to fist with a wolf, White Fang.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
crit failing.
Oh yeah. As long as I don't crit fail, I think I'll be fine.
And now that's in the universe.
All right. Let's start this off with a kick. Try and just kick it.
You hit.
Nice. Then I'm gonna follow that kick up with a headbutt. Fuck.
Ooh. Just barely miss. Maybe it's from the kick. It like was a little lower. Maybe you do hit, but it just doesn't connect solidly.
Probably not.
But it's just it's still standing. It's whimpering a little bit, but it's still standing. And it looks like it's about to try to take a bite from you.
A little bloodied.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
As it rears up, maybe tries to bite the leg that you just kicked it with. 13.
You miss.
Oh,
Yes.
Bites forward. You nimbly pull your leg out of the way.
Oh, and I did use, of course, half my movement speed to get up. Just
Oh, yeah, I am not the kind of DM that will intentionally say, you didn't say that, you are fucked over. I try to give you the
I'll
benefit.
breakdance.
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt that
Thanks.
their characters do have common sense. Some situations that doesn't come up, but as of right now, it makes sense. You don't want to be on the ground with a wolf mauling you. Like if you throw a weapon, I'm not gonna assume you left it.
I
Thanks.
now realized I could pop my character sheet out and just out the window. I've been trying to figure out how to do that for a long time.
I like to imagine
Yeah,
you
that's
were
what
just
I did.
slamming it against the side of the screen.
Like,
Why
why
would-
would you disconnect?
Anyways, Neon, you're about to get bit. Nope. Maybe it was just at the right moment when you swung your sword. You like booped it in the snoot with the hilt. But for some reason, it did not connect to you. Theo, this wolf is gonna try to bite you again.
Fair enough. I did hit him. That will hit.
Well, 7 damage, and I need a strength save. Now,
Are you alright?
as we go through this, You guys are going to be more and more familiar, and I won't have to explain where this stuff is. Obviously, you succeed that strength save.
He
So,
bites me, and I just set the blood back out. Let's go.
Let's go.
now here's a dangerous one. Forgotten. This wolf's going to try to bite you.
Oof.
Oh no. Oh.
Don't worry. The game wants you guys to live, apparently, as it misses.
It wants to tease me with death, though.
Oh, don't worry. It's teasing several of you.
I am bloodied. You will notice that.
So is
Oh,
our
I'm bloody too.
so is our Goliath. 4 out of 5 of you guys are bloodied.
Well, that's what happens when a pack of wolves shows up.
Exactly. Pack of wolves are not a joke. Forgotten. What would you like to do?
So, question: is the wolf still in like the position it was when it was facing me before I jumped
It
over? or
it
is
turned.
facing me now?
It turned to try to bite you.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to pull out my rapier and I'm going to just lunge at it.
Okay. Now,
Nice.
technically, is your short sword in your offhand? Because you could do the same thing as Theo, and do 2-weapon fighting if you wanted.
Yeah, just let you. If you have a finesse and light weapon, you have to have a light weapon in your offhand, and you can perform an attack with it, but it just you don't add your modifier to the damage.
Okay. So I'll have my rapier in my right hand and my short sword in my offhand.
Okay.
Left hand.
So go ahead and give me that rapier attack.
All right.
I could just see you tossing your sword. From your
That
main hand
does
to your
hit.
offhand.
You don't get sneak attack because there's no ally within 5 feet and you're not hidden.
Okay.
But that does do a chunky amount of damage. Now go ahead and swing that short sword. I'll subtract the ability from it. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Another 18, so you deal 1 more damage.
One more damage is one more damage.
Yeah, no. Tit for tat. Okay, and now we go to Iraq.
You see this guy right here?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to help with this guy. Because this doesn't have splash, so.
But it does have disadvantage because it is a ranged attack in melee. So I need you to roll that again just in case you get lower. And you do.
But
The 8 kind of sails over. It probably still singeing hail. You probably smell the hail. As it sails right over the back of the wolf and hits a snowbank past it. The wolf does notice you, though, trying to shoot it. Theo.
All right, I'm gonna think about this for a second. I'm gonna dance around him, but not leave his threatened square because I went.
Yeah, well, technically, there was... Okay,
I went that way.
I was about to ask. You are a smart... Plus, the other way would had you go through a tent. That's just...
Right.
You just
And
rub the
going
whole tent.
going this way provides the flanking opportunity. So if, oh gosh, I can't even think of Kelly's character.
Iraq.
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 It's in chat there.
If he would want to give up his reaction, it would give me advantage on the attack.
Would Iraq want to do that, Kelly?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe it's from the firebolt, or maybe it's you squawking at him or something, but you give advantage, which was really needed
No kidding.
as Theo strikes from the back and pierces. Maybe... How do you finish this wolf?
I'll take the sword. Since I have 2, I'll kind of lean into it just to give a little bit more heft into him as I've just finished dancing around him.
Very, very...
And then, I'm not sure. So since I still have movement left in a bonus action, am I able to move up and use my bonus action to attack the next creature, or does that not?
I would rule that you could. Because I don't think, unless 2-weapon fighting states you have to immediately attack, Like, I think there's some monk stuff that says you immediately have to attack.
It says
That's
when you
Fury
take
of
a,
Blows.
when
Yeah,
you take
like
an attack action and attack with a light weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use your bonus action with a different light weapon in your other hand.
it doesn't say
It
you.
doesn't.
It doesn't say immediate. So yes, you can move over and attack.
So I'll move here.
I need to check martial arts to see if I could do that.
Yeah, anything. If it doesn't say immediate, I would rule that you could. Once
I mean, yeah, 'cause if they bother to specify what immediate is, and
Damn, I was hoping I would have enough I could skirt around and get another person's reaction for advantage.
uh,
I won't. It's not, I wouldn't be on the opposite side.
yeah.
I'll just go for my offhand attack for 1 damage.
Hey, it's still damaged.
Yep.
Wow, those short swords really just aren't packing the punch you thought they would be.
But hey,
Oh,
I'm hitting. That's all that matters. I am doing
Pinpricks, but yes.
My
I
martial arts is worded the same way as 2-weapon fighting.
then yeah, you would be able to move and fight then.
The only difference is when I use Flurry of Blows, those 2 bonus action blows have to happen at the same time.
Yep. So Neon, you cleaved one wolf. There was another one snarling at you, tried to take a bite out of you.
I would like to attack the wolf on the left.
Go ahead and swing your
Wait.
sword. Ooh, first crit of the attack, like second crit for attack? No, initiative was crit. Then your first attack was crit, wasn't it? No,
And the
perception.
first attack was-
This is the first crit attack. Oh, I don't even have to max out the crit die because he did roll max for that first.
Oh, nice.
Like, but
that
is a glorious as you just completely. I don't even like. You have to bisect it with that amount of damage. You did 23 damage. I swear you bisected that wolf.
One single blow, I strike the wolf in the head and slice it clean in half.
Yeah, that's what I imagined. Just straight down the center.
With blood spraying all over.
Nice.
Very cool, very cool. White Fangs, you've survived this wolf for a whole turn.
Yes, and I am going to. I'm gonna attempt to give it a solid elbow to the side of the head. I wanted to get this fucking thing killed.
Let's see.
Come on.
Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit.
Alright, so let's try this again with my other fist. Going for another headshot.
That does hit. With perfect amount of damage to kill the wolf.
I'd like to think I attacked it from above its head, cracking its skull open. But only just barely.
Yes, enough that tongue low it slumps to the ground. And with that, the last wolf is here. Now, there's 2 of you. One of you looks more wounded, but and has done more damage to it. So I think it's gonna go for you, Forgotten.
Okay.
As it tries to bite you.
Oof, yeah, that hits. My AC is only 14.
Oof.
As it does 7 damage.
So, am I down or?
You're down. What
Okay.
that means is we do that. You are unconscious at the moment.
Got it.
Does
So
it get death saving throws?
that comes on his turn. Right
Oh
now,
yeah, oh yeah.
he just gets downed. So I'll put that as the down.
Is it
Okay.
if you're at 0, you're just unconscious?
No, technically, he is in the negatives right now. He didn't get put down to 0. But even
I was
at
just wondering about
0,
yeah.
you are dying. You're unconscious and are dying. I think in Pathfinder it's different.
Yeah, Pathfinder you
I
can go to
thought-
-1 to be unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought in 5th ed you couldn't get negative health.
Technically, you can't. The only reason negative matters is if you get negative your whole health. Because then you are just dead. There's no saving throws. Like, one of you guys, like, if you had 5 health and you went to -5 in one attack, you're just dead.
Oh.
But that's the wolf's turn. Now, Gavin, forgot to need to roll me a death saving throw.
Okay, what am I rolling for you?
So, on your sheet, next to hit die and above your weapons, you'll see death saves. You click that. 20.
Oh shit!
This is
Oh.
this
Damn.
is amazing because there's only death saves matter. For those who don't know, when you roll a 9 or below, it counts as a fail. If you roll a 10 or above, it counts as a success. 3 fails, you die. 3 successes, you stabilize and are unconscious, but you have 1 HP, you don't die. The only rule exception is if you roll a nat 1, it counts as 2 failures. And if you roll a nat 20, it counts as an automatic you get up with 1 HP.
Whoo!
So you are back up with 1 HP, Gavin.
Damn.
You're still
Nice.
prone. You still have to stand up, but that's not an issue. And now you have your action because you rolled death saves at the beginning of your turn.
Okay, so you said that I'm prone.
Yeah, but you can get up with half your movement.
Okay, so I'll stand up and then try lunging at.
Now,
Wolf.
what to point out what Corey was doing, because Corey's a veteran of my game. If you move over here, Corey can give his reaction to give you advantage on that first roll.
But if you stay where you are, you can get sneak attack dice.
Well, it's just an enemy within 5 feet of them. Plus, every time you have
Oh.
advantage, you automatically get your sneak attack.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
I
fine.
never played a rogue.
Yeah, no, liar, I saw you play the Paladin Rogue. That didn't work as well as we all wanted it to.
That was one time.
But I haven't
A
either.
long time ago.
I just have to deal with a rogue in my other game who's a swashbuckler and has a sneak attack all the time. Not a swashbuckler, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a swashbuckler.
So if you move like this up behind the wolf, Theo can give his reaction to give you advantage.
And I will give up my reaction to whisper
So-
at the wolf to get its attention to look at me.
All right.
So for that, before you roll, at the very top you see advantage, normal, and disadvantage. If you toggle advantage by clicking that little thing and then roll, it will automatically roll at advantage.
Okay. Wait, so what am I doing again?
At the
Sorry,
top,
just-
underneath your race, there is advantage, normal, and disadvantage. Click advantage, and then click the attack.
All right. So
An 18, which
Ooh.
does hit, and you do kill the wolf with that 10 damage.
awesome.
And as the final war, how do you kill it?
So with the final wolf, I take my rapier from behind it and just stab it in the eye while trying to run beside it and get behind it.
And you pierce the brain, and it falls to the ground limp.
You lobotomized it.
A new lobotomizer.
I just love how all of my kills are just like extremely gory.
I mean, that is the typical rogue thing.
I mean, I'm snapping necks and cracking skulls, and our barbarian literally bisected a wolf.
It's gonna be one very gory
It's fine,
campaign.
I mean,
possible.
this is recommended as a horror-themed campaign, and this is
Oh,
a great
geez.
point. It has horror themes, not too bad. It is a great point to bring up. If anything happens in this campaign that any of you 5 are uncomfortable with, let's say a field comes up, like a certain crustacean for somebody, or for me, deep ocean, you feel free to bring that up and say, hey, this is making me. We can take a 5-minute break and I can change stuff around. That
I'll
is
be fine.
specific. No, I'm saying that in general for everybody about everything. If there's something that makes you uncomfortable, let me know. Don't tough it out because this is supposed to be a fun game, and everybody should have fun.
So after he finishes off that wolf, I'm gonna spit up the little bit of blood left in my mouth off to the side, stick out my hand, and be like, "That was a damn good show. Coming right back up for that kill."
White Fang will roll his neck, crack his knuckles, and be like, "Damn, there were two over here. I thought there was only one."
And Nick, I have
I
you
got a big
muted,
old
right?
white mark on my side.
I muted you, Nick, just for a second while they're talking. Because there was some back echo. You might want to mute yourself, Nick, while everybody talks. That way you can talk when you want to.
Alright.
I think that's what Kelly does. So
I am curious though. If I stick out my hand, forgotten, are you not doing anything with it after I just complimented you?
I just stare at your hand for a moment and then just shake, and then as you notice my sleeve, you just see like a little rodent pop out for a second, then just go back in.
Well, that was a real good show. I can't wait to come back with even more things to try to sell. But right now, I'm holding Theo's holding his side. I think I need to sit down.
I was way too sober for that whole encounter.
Rack,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
take
know
a
what they're
drink from
talking about. That was an easy fight.
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, it was really easy. Yeah, just drag these two wolves over here and just slam them down next to the reindeer.
Can I
More of
use
a haul.
Move Earth to assist with that?
Yeah, no, I figured you guys dragged the wolves over to a nice pile and
I was just gonna wait till the morning to do it.
well, just
Alright.
drag and pile them up so they're in a nice, neat spot.
Yeah.
They'll
There
keep
ain't
at
much
night.
neat about that one.
Well, he's in two different neat piles. It's fine. But yes, it's
Put some of the snow on that bite, and I'll be like, fuck.
yeah, it was a well fought victory, a well fought.
I stood up out of my tent and then turned around and crawled back in. 90 seconds later.
Not even technically. What was that? 4 rounds?
Well, I helped.
4 or
I
5,
helped
yeah.
drag the wolves back.
Oh,
over.
true.
Yeah.
That's the other minute of that. But yes, the rest of the night, as you shift through the gods and whatnot, goes by quiet, almost eerily so, but uneventful, as you guys do finish the long rest.
Well, we did take out the local wolf pack.
Oh, that's adorable. You thought that's all of them.
These are just the Omega wolves.
That was just like the scouting pack.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody
Oh,
can
no.
put their HP back to full.
Yay!
Nick, you get your rage back because you slept.
Hootie who?
Yeah. Anybody that used anything are free to have it back. And you guys awaken. Probably slightly before what would be dawn. As you see up in the sky what everybody sees upon the morning of this. Let me see if I can find it. There is something about her. Basically, you see across the sky. I'm trying to find the exact wording on it. Oh,
Don't leave us in suspense.
you see distant figure, what looks to be a white bird. But from the distance, it almost looks like a regular bird close to you. Like it's far in the distance, but it looks like a normal sized bird.
Oh, jeez.
as from it some kind of shimmering curtain of light manifests a beautiful aurora that illuminates the night sky and then slowly fades as the dawn comes over the tipping point. The sun never fully rises, but it is a little bit lighter than it's like dusk light. It's not dark anymore.
For as pretty as that is, this eternal winter can fuck off.
Does anybody know what the fuck that thing was?
Anybody can, if they want to, roll a nature to see if they would know what it is.
Am I even proficient in nature? I am not. Closest thing I got is insight, and I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, you
I
can
was
still
thinking
roll
about
it even if you're not proficient.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. This isn't Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Oh. I
In
rolled
fact,
twice.
you probably have seen this creature before. You and Nick, you can roll too if you want. So
I'm gonna note you rolled that at a -1, Joseph.
okay.
I know.
How?
Well, we could see Neon there at the -2. So both White Fang and Forgotten, wherever you guys have seen this or read this or such, judging by the size of what you saw in the distance, it was probably a rock of some kind. ROC.
Oh jeez.
You know they're not, from what you guys understand, they're not typically magic casters. So wherever that light show was, probably didn't come from it. Or probably something that's maybe riding it or something attached to it or a spell cast on it.
I was just about to say that.
But one of those ideas is what you guys will know. So as rock, as like if anybody knows what that is, that's
Oh.
what you guys do know.
I definitely explain. Cause if anyone else didn't know, I'd explain what it was.
I
So
just
the whole
explained-
party knows.
So he comes forth.
Giant death bird.
Yes, basically.
Big Bird potential magic.
Yes, very, very. So, the dawn has come, and you guys have now 6 wolves to add to the reindeer that you guys have gotten.
Yep. In order to make our load lighter, I'll pack up my tent and all my gear, nice and neat, like I do every time I'm out, and then I'll take the time to skin the wolves and harvest the meat as well, and have it separate than the other meat that we had. So that way, it's easily we can tell them which one is which. And then once that is done, I say we head out.
I will also meticulously pack my shit and assist in any way I can.
I just start looking behind the 2 halves of wolf that Neon decided to cut in half, one in each hand. Just drag behind me like one leg.
Hey, sometimes violence is needed.
It's already
I'm
quartered.
gonna get myself
Yeah.
comfortable in whatever kind of pulling harness we made.
Oh, if I made it, it was just a stick going across and tied together. So it's
Oh well.
you have to push. That way, if we have
Like
more
a
than
plow.
one person, yeah, if more than one person wants to push, they can.
Yeah. Yeah, Neo.
So
We got this.
as you make your way back to town, actually I can switch not this map but the actual town map itself, because you guys are heading to the main town of 10 towns, the most populated one.
Woo.
Bryn Shander.
Bren Shander. Not
And
where I'm from, but it's a good place.
let me just drag you guys there too. Now, let me tell it that it's not a dynamic lighting map, so you guys can actually see.
Whoa, what is this? Attack on Titan Town? Jesus.
I
This
was
is
thinking that too.
This is the most populated town of 10 towns. It's the center of civilization.
On our
Almost.
way, on our way back,
Nice.
I would like to tell everybody, I'm not the most proficient when it comes to trying to haggle for our prices to get better. If one of you guys have the experience and the ability to, I would much prefer one of you guys to try to haggle and see if we can get a little bit more reward for the little bit more meat and goods that we're bringing back.
I think that would be me with my deception
I also
I mean,
have a deception.
you don't have to
My
lie about it.
or my
It's-
persuasion. One of the two.
Persuasion typically is
4, so
yeah.
I mean, I have both. I can use either one.
Yeah, but when you have them both and they're both equal, they kind of just blend together a little bit.
Just a little.
But
Hey man, I see you're throwing this fish for like 5 gold. Oh shit, that's cat.
oh shit, that's
I
cat.
am deception.
I'll probably lose more money than we get.
No, ow,
Most likely.
A little bit of a meathead, but my charisma isn't negative.
Mine isn't either, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm the greatest at talking. to
But
people.
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
So you guys.
Not negative charisma, bros.
So the
I
town.
might be playing Intimidate. Is that a thing?
What?
Is intimidation a thing?
It is. And
It
you
is, but I don't think
all
that's the route
proficient
to
with
take
that.
this situation.
But that
I-
leads a whole different response. By the way, this map is actually set up properly to where all of the map footage is correct.
You know, Mike, you were saying that, and I have already measured a path
I know.
through as you were saying that.
I know. That's why I thought I'd point it out to you.
Oh, you can see me measuring even though I
Yes.
have it turned off?
I, as a GM, see all.
Ah.
He sees everything.
I do. There is no hiding. But you guys do enter through the north gate here. I accidentally screwed everything up. Map. This needs to be to the back. There we go.
And where are we going?
It's actually fairly close to the north gate as you guys are heading to the North Look, the inn/tavern.
Oh, it's literally right in front of the gate. We got this.
That's why you guys left through the north gate. Like, it doesn't make sense to go through the others.
Yeah, no, let's go to the west gate. Mix it up a little bit.
I mean, you guys could.
No,
Actually, there's no rest gate.
All the way through the city.
There was actually no rest gate.
There's a
there
southwest
isn't?
gate.
Yeah, there's a southwest, but not a. There's the southwest gate, and then
Westward gate. Don't be an asshole.
there's the east gate, but there's no rest gate. But anyways, jokes aside, you guys get back in. As I described the inn, it is a fairly well kept inn. Traveling to town, by the way, is very much akin to traveling in the wild. There's snow on the ground that you can easily drag your car over your sled. But yeah, like I described the inn, it very much looks like it tends to house a more rowdy crowd, but it's still a fairly upkept inn. As you get up to it, what's the plan?
I think that Gavin should use deception because I can assist him with that. I can't help with persuasion.
Or you could persuade and he could assist you.
No,
Repeat.
well that's
I
what I'm-
have a 2 in persuasion.
Oh, okay. So neither one of you can do that. Gotcha.
I am
Deception
going
it is.
to.
We're going to
Oh.
lie.
I am going to stay back by the sled to make sure nothing and no one comes by and thinks that they deserve the meat better or more.
You know, I agree. We worked hard for that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay with you.
So we have a rock.
Me and Gavin, no matter what, go and find the guy who we're supposed to go and talk to.
Yeah, he's the barkeep. It's not like he's hidden in there. So Iraq and Forgotten walk in. Neon, what are you doing? Are you staying with the cart or are you going in with them?
I'm going in with them.
Okay.
Alright.
So as you guys
Ah.
enter, you see Scram Sacks cleaning a glass. You're not sure how much progress he's making because both the glass and the rag that he's using looks equally filthy. So
Okay.
Oh.
as you walk up, how does this? He looks at you guys like, welcome back, welcome back. Did you have any luck hunting?
Oh yeah, plenty of it.
A lot. More than we expected.
Oh, is that so?
We got some negotiations because we found some, let's call it discount meat.
Oh,
So
it's
the discount meat found us, one of the two.
it's not just reindeer you guys found.
Let's just say we had some uninvited guests last night.
Huh.
Of the not human of the not humanoid variety.
It's-
That was
Hey, hey, we don't have to tell him that. All the man said is he needs meat. He didn't say what.
he's looking at you. He's like, it's not Yeti, is it? I tried that Yeti meat. It's just didn't taste right.
It's
Or
not
Too
like
Yeti.
stringy.
all of it.
At that point, I just look at him. I'm like, it's not Yeti meat, but there is some fur on it, and I just slap one of like the halves of a wolf onto the bar, bloodying the bar in front of him.
He looked. What the?
It's fresh.
I could see that. Why? I was just cleaning a cup. What?
I mean, is that what you call that?
That was clean.
It was cleaner than the ones you guys drank from last night.
I
The
can
night
already
before.
tell that me and Gavin should not be left alone in charge.
No, you guys do not need to be left alone. This is bad.
This is how you just lose all money you were planning.
Yeah,
you
keep
could
my arm
you could
fresh
take
meat.
you could take the wolf back. So, I can sense you guys want more for the wolves. What?
Well, come and look at it. It's nice meat.
Yeah,
Got a decent amount of it too.
I think he whistles and you see like maybe his son or something, like a small boy. He's like, I need you to clean the counter. I have some negotiations to do. And he like steps around the counter and looks at you guys like, lead on.
Yeah, so we take him outside to show him what's going on, show him our meat, and try to make our sale.
Yeah, Kelly and I really shouldn't be left unsurprised.
Not at all.
These are good to learn in session 1.
Yeah, this is session 1.
So, as we cut back to the other group, while they're inside talking, what do you guys do? I know Corey had to be right back, but what are you doing, Right Thing?
Oh. Shoot, my RP partner is gone. I was gonna offer him a drink from my flask and see if he can handle it.
Depends on
To
what
see
you
how I
have
keep-
in in your flask.
Oh, the funny thing is, I just go to every bar I can when it gets nearly empty, and I just tell them to put stuff in it.
Ha!
So it's a little mix of everything from
Oh
10
dear
towns.
God, that's hard.
Hey, you know, when you're dedicated to the drunken master style, you need
The
something
worst
that'll get
part-
you drunk quick.
The worst part is he's 100% going to drink that.
I know he is. But he'll BRB. I actually need to BRB real quick too.
That
so.
that is fine. In fact, we could take.
Question.
Go ahead.
Didn't I go into the bar with them?
You did. What was your reaction when they threw the wolf on the counter? Let's cut back to that. Like rewind a little bit.
I smirked and did a little chuckle when they threw it up on the counter.
So seeing how we have one player that had BRB and we have another one that does need to BRB, I'm gonna use the restroom break. I'll be back in less than a minute, and then we'll pick up with the outside.
It'll be a couple minutes because I need to grab a drink here too.
Go ahead. We'll take a couple minute break here. Anybody that needs a drink, go get one. I will be right back myself.
I'll be here.
I at least think we have fun getting.
Sorry, what was that?
I at least think we're having fun.
Yeah,
As irresponsible as we are, it's already great.
irresponsible and bloody, but fun.
Yeah, it wasn't my place to stop you guys. It was more hilarious than
Just drink.
it was funny to watch you guys do it.
How are you liking your first session, Nick?
I'm liking it, except for these damn girls keep blowing up my phone and draining my battery.
Sorry about that, guys. Did I miss anything?
No, we're taking like a few-minute break while everybody else gets stuff.
Oh, okay, I had to let my dog out. Sorry.
And we were definitely totally responsible.
Totally, 100%.
I'm not inside to even make you guys responsible.
Oh no, we're coming outside now.
Yeah, so what happened is that Kelly and I are talking to the bartender, and we're like, hey, we should probably get like more than we deserve because we had some quote-unquote unexpected guests. And he's like, oh, well, I hope it's not Yeti. And I'm like, no, but it still has some fur attached to it. And then just slam half of a wolf onto the counter, and it just bloodies the whole counter. And he just looks horrified.
I'm like, it's fresh. It's fresh meat. You come on. Look at the fresh meat.
I mean, I'm not good at talking to people, but I at least have a basic business sense. I guess I should have gone in.
Well, I mean, you also grew up in like a environment to where your character's able to talk to people that way.
Right, so I'm not the best at it, but I guess I understand the basics of it.
Hey, in my brain, I am making a good pitch. I showed him some fresh quality meat. It is still bleeding on his table. It has no time to freeze.
In my mind, I'm just like, we should deserve either like an extra few days in the inn for free or extra pay. One of the two.
Oh, the free days would be nice, and I'm back. You know what the worst part is
What?
about my drink is I think Arak has tried it, and he knows that Theo's in for a ride.
Oh, yes, he is.
The only post that I found.
Because I'd like to think I offered him a drink once, he drank it, and he's like, I'm not drinking anything from that guy ever again.
What's that?
Oh, perfect. Is everybody back? Because we can roleplay this.
I'm here.
I hear. I'm just pouring my drink. I brought my drink in the room.
Nick, Kelly, you both here?
I'm here. I ain't leave.
Okay. No, I was making sure. So, as we cut away from the inside, which Corey had to leave partway through, so it's going to be funny, his reaction to it. We cut to the outside, to the two guarding, while they're inside negotiating slightly. What happens? Right thing, you said you offer?
Hey, yeah, Theo. Want a drink? And I offer him my gourd.
Normally my answer would be a yes, but I try not to drink on the job. I was rather frowned upon by my father, and it was a habit that I intend to keep.
I see. Yeah, offer
But-
still stands when the job's over.
Yeah, I will happily take that up when this job is over.
As we're having this discussion.
Yes, as you guys are having that discussion, a minute later you see your allies come back out, still dragging the half carcass of a wolf as Scram Sachs came out. And he's probably talking to them like, did you... Yes. He as he comes out, you hear, did you really have to throw the wolf up on my counter, though?
Yes.
Got blood everywhere.
Hey, that's fresh quality meat right there.
I understand, but still, might have scared. If I was one of those fruitier taverns, it might have scared somebody off.
Well,
Fresh meat doesn't scare anyone off. Or if it does, you're not quality. You're
Well-
quality, sir. You know quality when you see it. You know this is quality.
here's the thing, though. I'm just gonna chime in here for a second. It's
Stop the spiral.
maybe it's the way it was presented. If I may present our actual what we have for you to try to expand what you'll be willing to pay us. We do have, and I will take them over to the cart. Like we took the time. We separated the meat. We separated the hind. We separated the antlers and everything that we can from the deer and from the wolves as well. A little bit nicer than what, well, these guys who assured me that they could talk to people did with throwing a carcass on the tavern table or bar.
Fresh
I apologize for that.
Sweet Jesus.
Not
I apologize for
carcass,
nothing.
fresh meat.
He looks
Sweet
at
Bahama.
he looks at the cart neatly put aside. It's like, see, that's a better way to negotiate. Now, I do have the money I promised you, 10 gold each inside. How much were you thinking for the wolf? Like, it's nice to vary up the stew every once in a while.
Well, are you wanting everything, or are you just wanting the meat? You don't need to worry about the hides
Just,
or anything like
I
that.
only need the meat, like the hides and stuff. I don't really have a use for.
Well, there are six. There were six. Sorry, there were 6 wolves and
12
five
mushrooms on guard.
deer. Sorry, reindeer. So, if you could give us roughly what you gave us for the reindeer, that would be great. If it was a little bit less, that's understandable as well. But these came at a lot riskier get. More of a harder to get meat. Not everybody's gonna go out and want to hunt a wolf to put it to their stew.
Yes, but I've heard that carnivore meat is a little bit more gamey than regular meat. It doesn't taste the same.
You just gotta know how to prepare it. I'll gladly show you how to prepare it so it doesn't taste like.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But I can see the risk involved. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion for the.
Persuasion with a 1. 6.
6. Not sure about the same though. I'll offer you guys, let's say 7 gold each for them.
I mean, that's
I
not
will.
too bad.
You know what? I will happily take that. And I'll still show you how to cook it too if you'd like.
Yeah, that's more than fine. In fact, I'll give you guys a room for tonight if you guys are planning on staying in town.
Well, happily. I stick my hand out to conclude the deal with them
Yeah, and
as a gentleman's handshake.
He shakes your hand.
It was
I don't
pleasure
know.
doing business with you.
Of course, I love having adventurers go out and procure the meat. It's so hard to get anything nowadays with this accursed renter all the time. But
Yeah,
I'd
but
like
you
to-
know what? It does make for some good business.
I'd like to lean over to Arak, and I'm like, did you guys really slam half a wolf on the bar?
It's fresh meat.
I know, right?
And then I
Very
burst out laughing.
Two very carnivorous species talking to each other.
I'm just sitting there. My guy's like, "Ugh." I keep glancing over and looking at you guys, and I can pick it up. I'm seeing it because I have the observant feat, so I can read lips. So what you guys are saying, I'm just mentally going, "Ugh."
I love this is hilarious because now Coy is the responsible one in 2 different parties.
Corey's always the responsible one. What are you talking about?
No, you should 100% see the other group. So far, this one seems worse, but they're only starting. We'll see if they are worse in the end.
I don't know. We'll see what kind of shenanigans we get when most
But-
of us get our subclasses.
Yeah, exactly. And he directs you, Corey, to where you can put the meat in that like a back storage shed type thing he has. And the
All right,
others,
I will try to push the cart. Does anything happen?
uh, let's see. What's your strength?
11.
No.
All right. Can I get some help?
You kind of
here, guys?
sink in the snow a little bit.
I want to try to help.
Go
My
ahead.
strength is 10.
Together,
know.
you're able to slowly move it.
I like to think me and Neo are just kind of watching.
I like to think we can only move it because they're picking up chunks of reindeer off the sled as the two of us are trying to push it forward.
It slowly moves a little bit faster at a time.
We're sitting back watching very contently.
But
Carrying a much lighter load.
yeah. But as the day goes on, you guys get the sled in the back. He puts it away. He does go behind the counter and pulls out the gold, giving each of you 17 gold.
Woohoo!
So, on your sheets, this again, for more of the people who don't know Roll20, there is an inventory spot and there is a spot for gold. So, if
You
you...
gave us 17?
It's 17.
When he
So,
hands us the gold, I'm gonna. How much is it for a drink?
let me actually see. If there's a set.
I know it was in silver, but I don't remember how much. Oh man, this is gonna be even better.
So I just randomly Googled, for a mug, it's 4 copper.
Oh.
I'm sure it could be
A lot of
anything I
alcohol.
want, but it's not going to be good. Ale is not good hard.
All right, I will throw down a silver piece and ask for 2 drinks then.
Okay. Promptly.
Oh.
Maybe the sun runs off, grabs 2 mugs, and brings them back to you. Probably still frothing at the top.
I'll offer Theo a drink again.
You offer me. I've got 2. Well,
Oh, you.
I'll throw one back real fast, and now I got a free hand.
I warn you though, just take a sip.
All right, I will do as he says. I will take a sip.
Okay, 2 things. One from Right Fang. How potent do you think this is?
Well, considering when it gets a little low, I fill it up with whatever town I'm in specialty. It has probably a potent mix of whiskeys and alcohol and beers.
Okay, so
So,
let me do a little checking real quick. Okay. I would like Theo to make me a con save.
All right,
oh,
is this done? Out of curiosity, I'm just asking. Is this done with normal, disadvantage, or advantage? I would advantage, which is because my character is a drinker, so we would have some sort of tolerance built. But I wanted to know if this would be disadvantage because it's such a wild concoction.
I think it's neutraled out, if
Okay.
anything. I think it's fine to have you just roll a straight con save.
Woo!
You
Oh.
do not pass it. The number I had in my head was 15. So
Oh, no.
this hits you like just wall bricks. Like it
The
is.
best part is
The flavor is just so mixed and varied that you cannot get past that. The alcohol, it has to have a whole bunch of strong liquors in there. You don't know how he can drink it. Your first reaction is to gag and to try to throw up, but it's sticky too, like Jaeger, so it's staying inside of you.
The concoction of the beer to liquors. Not that good. I would try to stay with something a little bit harder next time and not mix the two. I look over my tankard my drink I still have is like, oh, I gotta wash it down with something, and I take the other drink of my own that I
And,
have.
and it goes down much smoother.
I'd like
That's
to
all I'm
think
saying
that
when this is a little smoother than what you're getting.
I like to think, like I said earlier, that I had a rock try this, and he knows exactly what he's talking
Well, I
about.
was about to say I'll come up to the bar next to Theo, and I'll order 2 drinks, and I'm gonna lean over to Theo and tell him that if I believe your name is Storm or Fang, if Fang offers him his flask, not to drink it.
After he's drank it.
A little late there. He needs to combine these. They shouldn't be combined. Woo! I'm gonna need to get myself another drink.
Yeah, I'm an alcoholic, but that guy's on a different level.
So that's the 4 copper is just the price for anybody. You can get change, so if you keep buying drinks, just whatever. Like I imagine, if you want a gallon of ale, it's 2 silver.
To wash this
You know
down,
what?
you might need it.
Why aren't we just
You know what? I'm gonna buy us a gallon of ale.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit down.
And I'm gonna top off my gourds with some of
Also,
it
for Theo, as you get all your alcohol and you go to sit down, you do see what looks like residue blood on the counter that is being cleaned off by the sun as you look. Whip the tower that the other 3 have seen him cleaning glasses with.
Well, I would like. Oh no, I didn't see that. Sorry.
You didn't see him slap it on the counter, but you see the residue blood and you heard him talking about it.
Just murmuring under their breath, like as he's recovering.
And a gallon is only 2 pitchers, so that's equatable. It's very believable to drink.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's make some change. You said it was 2 silver, right?
2 silver. 10 silver to gold.
So I have 8 silver in my pocket now. Gotcha.
How many EPs though?
Nobody uses Electrum.
Dude, we're not talking about EPs.
Here's the funny thing. They still have Electrum in my other campaign because the game gave it to them. The module said, it has EP here, and we're like, what? This is worthless. I can conduct electricity with this, but that's about it. Which one of them
Before
is
I
an
keep
artificer,
drinking.
so...
Before I keep drinking, I'm going to honor my word and go back there and show them how to try to cook that wolf without making it such a gamey taste.
He probably it makes it into a stew and probably offers you guys some of it as a victor too.
Heck yeah. Meat, am I right?
Well, it's probably very...
Am I right, Rock?
Oh, for sure.
See, the problem is it probably is very sparse, like the meat. Like the meat's in there, the flavor is in there, but it's one of those like you're not sure when the next meat's coming, so it's not gonna be like filled to the brim with meat.
But a meaty broth is really good.
Yes, exactly. There's a lot of vegetables in it.
Oh well, that's not bad either.
Mainly vegetables that would be there in the cold, like anything that can grow in cold. So
like root vegetables.
Yeah, like root vegetables, not delicious vegetables, or like big flowery ones like lettuce, but like not that you put lettuce in a stew, but that kind of thing really doesn't come here in the 10 towns very often anymore. It's more like you said, root vegetables like potatoes and maybe the odd shrunken carrot.
Ooh.
Well, I do find this to be rather appetizing. Thank you for the free meal.
Thank you for the extra meat. And as the night goes on, you guys are sitting, relaxing, and drinking. Maybe telling stories of past victories, or maybe just trying to get to know each other.
Get the taste of this awful alcohol out of my mouth.
Yeah, no, it's
Hey,
still in the
it's-
back of your mouth. Like at least 2 hours later, you still have an aftertaste.
You don't mix certain things together. For an alcoholic, you think you would know that.
Hey, I need this for my martial art, okay?
All right.
I can quit anytime I want, but this is how I fight.
Hey, would the other two like to try it? Neo and Mr. Nameless?
It's neon, by the way.
I
Neon,
would not
neon.
recommend it. You might be able to withstand it, gents, but it still does not taste good.
I asked for a shot glass, and I'm like, yes, I would like to have a shot of it, just to see how it is.
Ho ho! Brave!
No,
Neo
stupid.
knows what could go wrong and takes a big old swig.
Oh no. Wait, who said the swig? Was it the Goliath?
Yes,
Or
it's
the-
neon. So,
Huh?
is
There's
it?
the Goliath.
So you take a big mouthful swig, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to need a con save from you, but you do have disadvantage because of
And
it.
I'm giving a shot glass to.
So I already
Nameless.
put it. So you know what I had you do the strength? Go down to it's the C word there. Just click that.
Strength, C word. You click that.
Oh.
If one
Oh, no.
and I'll wait to describe this. Nameless, forgot the name. You get to also roll, but as a flat. Ooh, this is a
no.
horrid concoction. By the way, I would like to point out that 24 was a crit.
Oh no.
Like, too bad. For both of you, it might hit you worse, forgot the name, but this is a horrid, just like I described to him. It's sticky, the flavors just clash in your mouth, and not in the good way that, like, mixes flavors, but in that horrible way that it's like, slaps to your face. And it just sticks in your throat. It's like you want to gag, but you can't. Like...
I slam the shot glass back down on the bar, and immediately look at the bartender, and I'm just like, give me something else to wash this down with. And just not to the point there.
He brings you out an ale like, to help.
Like, I just start chugging it down the second that he, like, puts it in front of me.
I'm gonna lean forward, squint real hard since I've had a couple drinks in me. I'm gonna look at White Fang. I'm like, I'll try it again.
Oh, I'm gonna need to top it off and let it stew for a little bit.
Oh no,
before
if
I
you're adding
drink
to it, I'm
anymore.
out. I'm out.
What do you mean? Hey, yo, bartender, I need some whiskey.
No. Look,
I want to walk away from
the
the bar
concoction
and
was
use
already
my
bad.
criminal contact to go find some illegal moonshine to help mix into his.
Ah.
You mean to help wash it
That
down?
that
right?
might take a
No,
little
no,
time.
A little bit of Pokenos no los dos.
Yeah, that might take a little bit of time. And right
Jesus.
before you head out, like
I can't speak.
right before you head out, a figure actually walks in to the bar, like, and you don't really see what they look like. They're completely covered in cold weather gear, like all scarves and coats and stuff. So you really don't see it. And they walk past you guys up to the counter to Scramshaw, and you probably don't hear what is said though. With the Corey, you might read an occasional word off the lip, like adventurers and help, and then Scramshaw like nods towards your guys' direction. The figure turns and kind of nods back at him and walks over to you guys. This figure is shorter, maybe like 4 foot, 4.5. And they walk over, and in a strangely both manly and feminine voice, you hear what you could only assume is a female dwarf as she speaks up to you. She's like, I heard you guys might be able to help me, as she starts undoing scarves and stuff, and you see her My name is Len Trollsbane.
Well, hello, Lynn. I'm White Fang,
Nice to.
and these are my friends.
How can we
Nice
help
to meet you. My name is Theodoric.
Nice.
I look around the group like, all right, well, back to what White Fang said. What can we do to help you?
Yes. I'll cut to the chase. Have you guys heard of the the murders going on?
Murders.
You guys can roll history if you want to. See if you have.
I've lived in 10 towns. Oh, wait, no, that won't help. Oh boy, another -1. Okay, that's pretty decent. For a -1, I'm rolling pretty well on those.
Now you've cursed it. Theo, you done roll to see if you know? Okay. Everybody, Neon might not have even paid attention hearing this, so that's probably why they don't know. But
I mean, the poor guy took a full gulp.
yeah, no, he's out of it right now. He probably lost memories.
I mean, that's possible.
It's right, alcohol. But basically, in the last like several months, there has been murders happening. There's been 3 so far. One in this city, Branchanda, and 2 more in 2 different cities. And basically, they have been murders only in cities that are participating in the human sacrifices. Now, for all of you guys, it's common knowledge. Several of the cities have taken to once a month having a lottery to find somebody to sacrifice, so Alvil will hopefully stop the winter. It has not succeeded yet.
It's been 2 years.
It hasn't succeeded. Why do you keep doing it?
They're hoping that one day it will.
I guess if you get your head on the wall hard enough, eventually maybe you'll break through.
Exactly.
I mean, magic's real, so who knows?
And
I mean,
Not a huge fan, though. Not a huge fan of human sacrifice, just saying.
it would kind of make sense as to why the town can't really afford meat or go out and get meat.
I mean, you figure there would be an abundance.
people don't eat people.
Crow.
Yeah.
Says the crow.
So
I mean, sure they don't.
that face up.
I look at the 3 of us who don't look like normal people, and I'm like, is that even considered the same?
As I have said in another thing, cannibalism in D&D, and this is a weird conversation, is eating of a sentient race. At least in my eyes and my games. Because a dragonborn can eat a human, and it's not going to kill them. It's only cannibalism in name. Like, eating human in real life will actually have negative effects on you. But in D&D, in my eyes, it's more like just that taboo you don't eat a sentient creature. At least that's how I look at it. But anyways, before I digress,
Good to know.
these 3 murders have 2 things in common. First of all, 3 victims reportedly came from the towns that sacrificed to Ariel. You never know. That may just have something to do with it. But second, all 3 murders happened while the traveling merchant company Torgs was in town. I know, because I make a habit of keeping track of where Torga Icewind, the owner of Turgs, goes. Always causing trouble, that one. I don't.
Correlation or causation?
That's the problem. Now, I don't know who's doing them murders, But I'd bet me pa's beard has something to do with those lotteries. And with that scoundrel Torga and her thieving caravan.
Scoundrel, thieving.
Now,
Hmm.
if you guys complete this job for me, and you don't have to, but somebody has to do something about these murders. Everybody just wants to ignore them like they don't exist. If you complete it, I'll give you guys 100 GP.
Each or individually.
Total.
Well,
Though,
that's
if
a lot of money.
well, I'm a retired bounty hunter, so I'm just sitting on it nowadays.
You know, for a dwarf, you act more like a dragon.
No,
Huh?
we've been. That's an
yeah,
insult where I
dwarves.
come, boy.
Oi. Not all dragons hoard gold.
Some hard
I
knowledge.
say that out loud. Yeah, some hoard knowledge. And other things.
Like alcohol.
Yes. You could almost say my gourd is my hoard. Ah!
She's like, well, the way I can. The way I look at it, you guys can either track down Torga and her troop, or you can ask around the towns of the murderers. Maybe you'll find some more information.
How would y'all go about doing this? Because I have an idea.
For it.
I feel like I might be able to get some knowledge on the lottery. I feel like the lottery isn't always random.
Could be rigged.
I didn't mean to send that. Sorry.
That's an
Actually,
excellent
like
thought, though.
Hmm.
And so she said, well, I'm gonna get going. If you need anything, you could send a message through Scram Sacks here. He knows where to find me. And she starts bundling back up. She looks over as she bundles up to. There's a group of dwarves over there, and they look distressed. And she looks back at you guys. It's like, these murders might not solve themselves, but just it shouldn't be too time dependent. And I think those dwarves could also use some help. I think I recognize one or two, but either way, enjoy your meals. And she finishes bundling up and she goes to leave.
Well, that was interesting, but I say we take her up on it. That might be
I mean,
Good
that's a lot
mouth.
of gold.
But before we do that, I'm gonna go up to the bar and get myself another drink. And I also tip the barkeep's son for cleaning up the blood. I'll give him a copper piece.
He looks at it like all doe-eyed and everything. Just,
Like Dobby has been given a sock.
exactly.
I'm sorry for my friends.
He runs away. No, I'm kidding.
So what I've seen when we were working together, we all have very different skill sets. How would we want to tackle this sort of undertaking?
I could check out the last known location and sneak around to see what I can find.
All right.
Want to try to win the lottery?
Well,
So
let's
you
go
want
see.
to try?
There's
see
a
if
lot
the
of
dwarf
winners.
has anything
Normally,
good.
there's only one loser.
Well, win, lose, whatever.
See what happens. Get in, literally right when.
I mean, it'd be an easy way to figure out what's going on. All you guys have to do would be follow me. as they would
Yeah,
take me to
keep you
wherever it
safe.
was they were trying to do, whatever it was they were trying to do.
I say we
Neo said,
talk to the dwarves. Maybe they might be able to give us an insight into things as well. Who knows? What they might need to be done is the same thing what we need to be done.
Only one way to find out.
And I will stumble my way over there.
I
So,
will join him.
so as you walk over, you see three dwarves, probably murmuring over a beer, ale of their own, uh, freshly like peeled off cold weather gear, hanging on chairs. Two of them have thick beards, and the third one, when she sees you, holds up her hand and says, and with a raspy voice, says, "Well met. I'm Funda. These are my friend, Crux and Storm. You guys look like adventurers. We could use some help if you're capable."
Yeah, this is, I'm Whitefang, and this is my friend Theo. Theodoric. We were told you need some help. We're willing to help. Depending.
I'm happy to hear it. We're the survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots to Bryn Shanda here. A Yeti surprised us and killed a member of our group. The rest of us fled as the Yeti tore Orbach limb from limb. Now we need somebody to go back and get the sled for us. As payment, we can offer each of you a gemstone worth 50 gold. Friendship of the dwarves of Icewind Dale can also be a boon in these harsh times. You'll need some snowshoes to make the trip in good time, though.
Very true. Would I know about the area they're talking about?
So they kind of gave a general reaction. You knowing these areas, the dwarves tend to be, and you probably see like maybe on the shield one of them is carrying maybe or something. The logo of a mug of foaming ale. And you know these dwarves are probably of the Battlehammer clan,
Battlehammer clan.
which are the only real clan of dwarves in Icewind Dale. So it's in their clan lives somewhere in Calvin's Con.
Okay.
So if they were transferring iron, they probably were like some distance between there and Bryn Shanda.
I share this information with Theodoric.
I mean, I'm standing next to you, so I caught it all.
Oh.
I am not that far gone yet because I did not take a second shot at your gourd.
Oh no, I was saying about the history.
That's
that
what
I just
he
got.
knows
Oh,
personally.
sorry. Okay.
But you probably know bits and pieces of this yourself from hunting and whatnot, exploring. But he probably knows a bit more focused.
I'm afraid. I'll be honest to say, again, it might be kind of hard for our group to take down. How soon are you needing that ore to be brought to you?
We don't want it to be lost. Who knows what's out there? And there's no promise that the Yeti even stayed behind once it attacked Orbach. It could have ran off after the next prey.
Yeah, another one could have shown up too.
Our group does have two strong boys. We could attempt to just grab the sled and run.
Well, I don't know. I have a hard time going into a situation as a hunter and not knowing that I could easily become the prey. It's
Understandable.
Not what I like to do.
We don't want you to risk yourselves. If you could at least explore the situation and possibly recover if you could.
I think we have some other things that we need to take care of first, but seeing to that, if once we get that done, if we can make it out there and look at it, would that be acceptable terms for you?
Curse, we could use any help we can get.
Would you guys be interested in accompanying us out there? Extra hands might take down the Yeti quicker.
We can't. I'm sorry. That we still have burial rites to do for Orback. Poor
Yeah.
Orback. And
All
we
right.
need to send a runner back to the clan to make sure they know what happened too.
That is completely understandable. I just thought I would ask.
We
Yeah.
appreciate it, and we appreciate that you're willing to do anything to help us.
If you could point us just the general direction, or give us a more accurate location of where it might be, because
It's
this
so
snowspan.
if we remember right, and let me double check. Let me double check what it says.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Okay.
It's cool.
It's we were about halfway through the journey from Calvin's Con to Bryn Shander, and that's when we were attacked. It has to be somewhere there. Direct line should bring you right on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, guys. I have a call from work.
Oh.
Okay, take your time.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What do you think we should do, Theo?
Well, I say we take care of what the pressing issue is right now. I'm
The
gonna
murders?
have a step us away from the doors before we talk.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should take care of the pressing matter. Unfortunately, their dwarven friend's already dead, but if we can prevent more people from dying here, I think we should take care of that first. Plus, we might be able to get a little bit stronger before taking down the Yeti, because that is not something I want to do.
I mean, yeah, the wolves were pretty rough.
Right. And I've heard some very horrible stories about the Yeti attack.
Hmm.
So yeah, if we could deal
Sorry,
with people over Yetis, that might be better.
but
Yeah.
I am back.
Solving.
I say,
Yeah, we were
Now,
just.
here we go.
Meteorite, I will let you guys know. Technically, any of these ventures are easier or harder depending on your level. They'll kind of.
Yeah.
I'll state this because I told Kelly this, but this is just the idea at the beginning. You are set on quests that may or may not level you up. Some of them might be harder, and some of them may be more mainline than others. So that's what these can be. I just wanted you guys to have that information when making decisions like this. If your characters won't do them, they still won't do them. But it's fair to let you know.
Yeah, I say we try to take care of the murders. Take care of that first.
And
We should talk to the whole group, though. Tell them about this quest and.
Oh, I agree. My vote is for taking care of the murders first.
Of course. As we proceed back to the group, leaving them to their mourning.
Yep.
And so, we
And
tell the guys.
And I am going to bring you guys to a map of the Icewind Dale. That way you guys can actually plan seeing that too. Because you were given the names of the murder, like the cities with murders in them. So, first up, let me delete some of these tokens on here because these were pre-tokens. Okay. So, you guys are in Bryn Shander here. Now, as you can see... Okay, first off, I know what was caught as in the issues last time I was here. Boom. Back.
Oh, look, there's my home.
So all these can be boom, boom, boom. That way I can't accidentally click them. Anyways, so basically you are on Bryn Shander. Where they mentioned Calvin's Kern, because most of you guys would know, is up here.
Ah,
So
by Care Kong. I see.
yeah, Calvin's. So at some point between here and here, the Yeti attacks are probably right in here. The murders, from where you guys have been told, have happened here in Bryn Shanda, Targos, and East Haven.
Hmm.
Well, I say
So as
while
you're
we're
making
here,
plans, so
if the group agrees that we should take care of these murders first, I say we investigate here, and then what was the other one? I know East Haven, Bryn Shonder. What was the other one?
Targos.
Targos.
So I say we hit Bryn Shonder, go to Targus, and then if we need to hit East Haven, then we can loop up and follow the path up to Kelvin's Cairn if we feel like we're confident enough to take down that Yeti.
What does everyone think we should do, though?
Now that they're back at the table.
I'm with
I-
Theo, and I think that we should handle the murders because, as far as the Yeti goes, this town's at least walled in, so we don't have to worry about that. So,
Plus,
I agree with
anybody that
murder.
lives in 10 towns knows that Yetis are just a normal threat out in the wild. Anytime you travel, you might be attacked by them. Like, they're just a natural predator out there.
Yeah, but why go looking? You know.
No, I understand. I just stating.
So we all agree that we should try and stop these murders.
Yep.
Yes.
There
Yeah.
anything major going on in these towns besides the lotteries, of course?
It seems like there's nothing really major going on other than the lotteries. Those are the more high points of what's happening.
Yeah.
People are trying to live their normal lives.
Not enough time for martial arts tournaments these days. Well, I'm broke. uh, what was the original route you suggested?
I say that we investigate here, and then we go hit Targos if we can't find out any information. And then from there, we can loop back through Bryn Shonders and just check everything out.
Because where are we? I'm curious.
Bron
We're
Shanda.
at Bryn Shonder, right here.
Brendan Shonder.
So I say the route. I know it's a little bit going backward. I'll actually make it so you guys can see it. I was saying go this way to here.
Like I am
And
right here with
then-
my black line.
Well, I wasn't saying that way. I was gonna come back to here, come over to East Haven, so we investigate the murders, and then from there we take the route up, and then up the ravine up to Calvin's Cairn, and then if we need to, we can always come back to a town if emergencies hit.
Oh, jeez. A 45-mile journey.
Well, I actually have travel time for each and every city to another city, depending on weather.
I would agree as well, though. I kind of expect Bryn Shanda to be because it's the center, and there's other cities, but
It'd be the best place to start, right?
I mean, and we're here, so
That is true. We are here.
If you guys would want to, we don't have to, but we could always also try to find someone that we could buy a wagon and like a mule from. That way,
You guys would know that's not really how travel works in 10 towns. How travel works in 10 towns is more sled and sled dogs.
Oh, okay.
And it's a little bit harder to do that when you have a party of people. They're more for carrying goods and stuff at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, that is true. We would need a couple sleds and a couple dogs to do that.
But
I mean, I don't even think if we did get a wagon, I don't think Neo and I could pull it through all this snow.
Well, that's what I was saying. We would get a mule to pull it.
I'm sure all the
But if that's
mules
not
have been
something that
killed
would-
for meat months ago.
The question is where is this trader guy? Which city is he in right now?
And that's another good question too. Ask.
Because if unknown, I love the fact we're just calling him unknown.
Forgotten, yeah.
Forgotten wants to get information on him. We gotta know where he is.
And the
Well,
traitor
that's why
is a
I-
woman, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Where
Like
she is.
yeah, she said she like that kind of thing. I just wanted to point that out.
But yeah, as far as like with the murders, I was figuring I would just like go around Brimshonder and figure out like, okay, who was taken from where, and if anybody knows anything. That way we can sort of like make a trail for it.
Okay. These are all great points to keep in mind. It is getting close to 10, and that's going to be my hard point. So this might be a good point to stop for tonight.
All right.
All right.
I hope
We're making
everybody...
plans.
Yeah, you guys are making plans. I hope everybody had fun. I wanted to give a little bit of a spotlight at the beginning to kind of show you guys off. Maybe a little bit more than the real campaign would have, but I thought that would be a little fun for you guys.
Yeah.
But before I end though, I am gonna say, we're forgotten. Gonna give him a slap on the back and congratulate him for taking a shot.
To which I just collapse onto the floor, just
He's got wizard's health.
for a rogue, I have very low health.
Yeah,
No, it was. I didn't hurt ya. Fuck my.
so
Like-
here's what I'm going to end my stream.
My leg was.
Everybody have a wonderful night. Oh, look.
Yeah, you too.
John
yeah.
was in chat for a little while. I don't know how long ago that was, but he stuck his tongue out at you guys, and that's all I saw.
What's that?
I'm gonna say
John's still here. I didn't kill them yet, John. Maybe next time.
He almost killed me.
It was close. I almost killed most of you guys with wolves.
Not me.
Not you. I couldn't hit you.
I'm just an inch from death the whole time.
And I
only have
downed
such-
one of them, John. I downed a rogue. Then he nat 20'd me and got back up. But so close.
Bike, bitch.
White Fang considers you guys friends.
So, John, I hope you have a good night. Oh, of course I'm making the adventure fun. I have to. But I hope everybody has a good night. Who ends up watching this, whether now or in the future. We will try to stream again next Sunday, barring any change of plans that might happen.
Aye.
So,
Take care, guys.
Mm-hmm.
boom.